Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Coaches Co-Creating, episode 21. My name's Jasmine, and I'm a co-active life coach.
And my name's Amanda, and I'm a co-active inner calm coach.
And today we're going to talk about fear and what scares you. Oh, that's a scary topic. So, Amanda, what scares you, or what's fear to you?
Well, it's funny, when we were just talking about it earlier, I was thinking that fear comes in all sorts of different packages, doesn't it? And I think it's interesting to look at that, because sometimes fear can be, fear is always self-generated, I believe. You know, we create it ourselves in the way that we react to certain circumstances. And you could go into the whole biology of fear and why we react the way we do. But the reason I say there's different ways that we react is things like, for instance, if you went on a roller coaster, you might become fearful, but actually it's a fear which is almost in anticipation of a reward, like a payoff, the adrenaline that you get when you've gone on the roller coaster. Whereas the fear I think we're alluding to is where it's not nice. It's never nice to feel that depth of fear. And I think what I think of as what scares me, as in not a roller coaster, because that does scare me, but as in, I think what we're trying to get to is when I feel that there's no hope. I think that's a scary thing for me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's not what fear is. That's just what scares you.
Yeah. No, that's right. Okay. That's what fear is basically any thought or belief that is leading you down a path where you are worried and safe or concerned for your safety, whether that's in a financial way, or if it's in a health way, or in a relationship way. It's whatever is looking to impact or disturb the status quo. And that's, and right now with the COVID situation, I think most people's impact is either in a health way or in a financial way. And both are pretty prolific topics when it comes to worry. People worry about these things quite a lot.
So worry and fear, I guess they're very connected, aren't they?
Yeah.
For me, fear is like having that feeling of dread.
Yeah. And dread is the biggest way to describe it, is the best way to describe it, because I think everybody can identify with that.
Yeah, the feeling of dread, that awful feeling. And there's different levels of it, isn't there? It can be... Yes. You can get a real feeling of dread, or like I said, different levels. But yeah, what did you say scares you?
When I think a situation is hopeless, when I can't see a way out. Yeah, that's when I'm trying to think back of when, because I try and manage my fear now in ways of being more realistic and more present. I think mindfulness is a very good practice if you are
definitely
prone to anxiety, because anxiety is always it's usually about the future generated by the past. So it's kind of, you can manage, if you can manage how you feel in the now, then you can take ownership and take back the control, so fear doesn't overrun.
Yeah, so I guess fear it's a mixture of emotions, isn't it? It's anxiety, worry, dread. I mean, there's so many emotions connected with fear. I mean, but sometimes we just feel it. We just wake up and feel it, and sometimes we don't know the reasons. Like today, I woke up and I felt anxious. I've been feeling anxious all day, and I was like, why am I feeling anxious today? And I mean, there probably are lots of things.
Having that self-awareness is very good, because to be able to sort of articulate that question to yourself is aware there's something driving it. It's not something that's just happened and you're having to deal with
exactly. And before, I would probably, I don't know, try and distract myself, or not or be angry or something, I don't know, be upset with myself, but today I was trying to just work out where it was coming from, because like we learn in coaching, don't we, all emotions have information for us. So I was trying to figure out what's my body trying to tell me today. I still haven't figured it out yet, by the way, but it's there, not as bad as it might have been.
It's interesting, I saw a post on Instagram this morning. It was talking about how high achievers, what high performance anxiety looks like, and I didn't realize years ago I suffered with it. And this post was brilliant, and I shared it. It's on my stories, so you can have a look later. But it tells you what symptoms it brings out in people. And so one of them was like perfectionism, and it causes people to want to have everything perfect in their life, and that causes them anxiety if they can't do that. And it's a control issue, obviously, and that's very fearful for some people, that they can't control everything. And it's just very interesting. Things like procrastination is a symptom of high performance anxiety.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it because you're trying to work out everything in your head, trying to make everything perfect in your head before you actually do it?
I think the stress of, and the fear and stress of being a high performer causes procrastination, because you don't know what to do first, so you don't do anything. So it's kind of like almost that overwhelmed feeling, and you actually then have to manage your way out of that. Whereas if you can kind of just get rid of everything and clear the fog and just focus on one thing, then that will help you stop procrastinating, but also stop feeling that fear.
Fear, like we said, is connected to so many different emotions.
It's such a big topic as well.
I think it's going to take us a few weeks. But so how many emotions have we've said? Anxiety, overwhelm. What was the other one? You
said about dread. I mean, that's
dread.
A version of fear, isn't it?
Oh,
but also like terror and hopelessness.
Yeah, there's so many emotions connected.
It's all very sort of negative. I mean, I would like to end on a little bit of a positive note, is that, like last night I was watching a scary movie. And I think that's quite an interesting concept for human beings. We play into this. We kind of like a little bit of adrenaline.
I don't watch scary movies, so I really don't.
What is that? What scares you about
the last scary movie I watched was Saw in 2006.
Oh no, that's not scary.
Terrified at the cinema. Terrified at the cinema, and I was like, I'm never doing this again, and I never did. Anyway, I think it's time up. Time up.
Probably a good way.
But we will see you on the live. We'll talk about this in more detail. See you there.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.